how to use Google Drive. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can understand Google Drive. All of the basics, including understanding their menu, uploading and creating new files, organizing your files and folders, and how you can share your drive with others. So let's jump right in. To get started, simply log on to your Google account, and on your top right, you will see your Google applications. You're going to click on Drive over here to access your Google Drive. Once you click on Drive, you're going to be led to your Google Drive. Now over here we have a shared with me folder as well as what is in my folder, but if I click on my drive, I can see anything that is present within my drive. Now on the left, you have a home page, a shared with me page as well. You have your My Drive section, your computer section where you can sync it up. Then you have shared items as well as starred, recents, spam, trash, and then your storage. Now on the bottom left, you will find the storage that you have available. So how much storage you've used. By default, everyone gets a free 15 gigabyte storage on Google Drive. So you can use that storage, and then after that, you can upgrade. Now to get started with Drive, we need to understand what everything means. So in your home section, it's going to show you suggested folders and files. This is going to be based upon your previous activity. But if you want to take a look at anything that is located in your space, you can click on My Drive. Once you see My Drive, you will be able to see any of your files. Now, how can you upload on Google Drive? You can click on New on the top left and you can proceed with uploading or creating a new folder. You can click on New Folder to create a folder, File Upload, or Folder Upload. Let's say I want to go with the folder upload. So I'm going to do that, and then from there I can select the folder that I want to be uploading. I'm going to be uploading one folder like so, and then click on upload. Now on the bottom right, you guys can see the upload is ongoing. If I choose to browse around, it will keep on uploading my folder within my drive. So right now it's uploading my folder and it has uploaded everything, including all the images. Now, this is just one item. When you are looking to upload in bulk, you can also multi-select things. So for example, I want to upload multiple files. I'm going to click on New, then click on File Upload. Once I do that, I will select the multiple files that I want to be uploading and then click on Open. Once I do that, this will show me all the files that I'm uploading as well as the amount of time it's going to take. Now you guys can see I'm going to continue on with this upload. Whenever you upload something, you have a last modified date as well as the file size and file owner displayed. Now from here, I want to organize everything and I want to create two folders, one folder for content and one folder for audio. Okay, so I'm going to click on New, but I'm not going to click on folder upload. I'm just going to click on New folder and I'm going to name this. Let's say this is going to be all of my content for Project ABC. So I'm going to create a folder called Project ABC. Once I do that, I'm going to move everything within this folder, just like so, by doing a long press and then selecting everything, and then just drag it into that folder. Once you drag everything in the folder, it will be moved to your folder. Now you can also select individual items and then click on the top three dots. Once you do that, you can see your file information as well as the ability to go into Organize and then Move, and you can move the folder anywhere you want. Dragging and dropping usually is easier for me. Now this is within my drive. I have Project ABC, but I further want to categorize this into images and audio. So again, just click on New Folder. And I'm going to name this Images, and then all the content I want to add in Images, I'm going to move to Images, and then click on New Folder, and then I'm going to create a separate folder for audio, select the audio files, and then send them in. Now, whenever you are creating a project file or a project folder, you might have the need to share it with someone. So if you want to share this folder with anyone, you can click on the plus icon. This will not grant them access to your entire Google Drive, but only access to that particular folder. However, keep in mind if you add someone to a folder and it has subfolders within, they would have access to all of the subfolders. Let's say I have an image editor and I only want him to have access to the images folder. So I would just click on the images folder, then select this share icon. Once you select the share icon, you're going to choose if you want to add them manually like so by entering their email address. From the right side, you can choose their permissions, whether they can only view the contents, whether they can add comments on the contents, or if they can edit the content. You can also choose to notify the people and write a message. Now I'm just going to click on share, and this will now become a shared folder. And just like so, you can proceed with sharing. Now, one other really important thing to note is that if you want to share your folders with a link, you can also do that. You can go into General Access and then click on anyone with the link. Once you do that, anyone with the link to your folder is going to be a viewer. You can even edit these permissions. So if you want to add everyone as a commenter or as an editor, you can add that. However, this does compromise your security a bit because anyone can copy and find your link, and then they would be able to access your Google folder. So just like so, you can copy this link and share it with your team. Now, this is what your Google Drive looks like. To further make this a bit easier for us to distinguish, I can add a star to any file or folder that I find to be important. Let's say this is our logo that I need to frequently visit. I can just add this to my starred folder. Now, what this will do is that their original location will stay the same. However, the tab on my left where it says starred is going to be showing you these particular files or folders, and this will also display the location of the particular file if you have selected a file. Now, going back into our drive, one other thing you can do is you can click on the three dots here. Then from here, you will see the ability to organize this. Now, this includes adding colors for easier distinguishing. So things that are labeled under Project ABC, I can mark them all green. And this is just going to help me in keeping everything organized and visually pleasing as well. Now, if you have any content you would like to download and you're accessing your Google Drive from another device, you can simply download the content and the content will be zipped up for you and then shared. This makes it really accessible for you to find your content, find your files anywhere at any time. Rather than having to rely on your local networks, you have the ability to open up your cloud and easily access your work from anywhere. Now, if you want to delete anything on your folders or your files, then simply select the file you want to delete and click on the delete icon. The file will be moved to the trash bin on the left, and you can empty your trash, but items are going to be emptied within 30 days by default. So just like so, we have a nice and organized drive. You can click on settings and then you can go into settings on your top right. Once you do that, if you scroll to the bottom, you have offline access. So you can create, open, and edit your recent Google Docs, Sheets, and slide files. You can turn this off for having online access. Now, just like so, we have taken all of the basics of Google Drive. Now, if you want to increase your storage, you can opt for Google One plans. They start at 30 gigabytes and 100 gigabytes. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out other videos. And if you feel like some other video might be helpful to someone else, make sure to share our videos with your friends and family as well. And if you find that there is something missing, I will try to figure out a way to integrate more accurate content according to your needs onto the channel. So make sure to tell me if you find anything missing. So that was it for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.